Good morning, everybody. This is 3333 Lightworker bringing to you this week's tarot reading from the 13th through the 20th of December 2025. Now, I want to start off by saying la di da, such a great week is coming. So, we all will get some good news, and you'll be able to be blessed after receiving a call or a text because maybe one of your previous employers wants to hire you back, or it could be somebody that an ex that wants to apologize, and apologize. Now that's up to you if you want to take him or her back, but that's what's going to happen. Everybody is in an amorous mood this week because of the holidays coming, and everybody seems like they want to team up just for the holidays and then dump your ass once it's all over because they've had a full of you. So not a full, a fullness of your presence, let's just say that. Okay, so just use your discernment on that. You know what you like. You've grown so much this year. I'm so proud of you guys. I, I just know that you're going to do so much better and find the love of your life in I'd say the first 6 months of 2026. So let that be maybe a hint. Maybe you won't, dive right into a relationship at this time, but maybe just go out for a date, have fun, and then, friend zone them or whatever it is. Okay. So our first card, and speaking of relationships, right, is the Two of Cups. Now, like I said, you might get a text or a call from somebody wanting your attention. Like I said, like it could be a job or an ex or somebody new who has a big they have a big ego, let's just say, and they think that they can bring you back into their snare and manipulate you again. And like I said before, you're all adults here, I hope, and you should use your discernment on that. So I always say let go of the past so the new can come in. I'm all about being new and moving forward. Okay, it's up to you, of course. You're an adult, but I just want you to use your discernment. And in case you want some nookie, and maybe you just bring them back for that, and then let them go. I don't know, but I just want you to be careful. Okay. Everybody's in a mood, and there's so many people trying to, corrupt us, so to speak. Now we've got the Sun on the second card. Now that's a major arcana card right there. That's a good sign. Like I said, it's a good week. It's a good sign. And and what it is Spirit has your back. Spirit is blessing you with great health, prosperity, a new home or new career, and the angels are around you now. So ask for what you need. Really pray. If you don't know or haven't prayed for a long time, it's okay. Angels know that. All you have to do is just ask at Spirit to bless you. This is what I need. I'm having a hard time right now manifesting. Please, could you do me a favor and bless me with this, that, and another, whatever you need. They have, angels. They have your back. I'm telling you from experience in my own life. Angels have your back. You just have to listen to them. And the key is, first you got to love yourself. Love yourself enough to know that you need help, and that you're smart enough and intelligent enough to sometimes to ask Spirit to guide you and bless you along the way. And there's nothing wrong with that. And you can do it all alone in your room. Close the door, the kids can go outside and play or whatever. Just pray to God. And just ask him to wipe the smudge off your soul if you've been negative and jealous of other people's blessings and why not me, that kind of thing. Just ask him to wipe the smudge off your soul and make you new again. Okay, so I want you to do that. Try that for me. And it's also a way of blessing yourself once you do that, because the angels are you have at least one or two angels around you 24/7. All they want you to do is ask them. So take that into consideration, okay? And again, here's another blessing card. That's the Eight of Wands. That is a specific, 1, 2, 3 here, and I'll get to this one soon, but this is an excellent card to partner up with the Sun. It's a new connection, a new home, a new car, possibly a new computer. So take advantage of this period, okay? And let Spirit guide you all the way. like I said before, all you have to do once you pray and you ask for, to guide you or whatever, just follow the signs and synchronicities along the way. And, if it's like, say you're wondering, what area do I need to move to? What area, should I move to for a job, or should I take this job and it's in a different state, or if it's in, maybe it's 100 miles away from where you're currently living. Ask Spirit to help you to decide, and then it's simple. I do this all the time, and I just kick back and wait, and all of a sudden the signs and synchronicities show up. It's just really amazing thing to do when you have angels and the Spirit and Mother Mary, just protecting you at all time. Now here we have Six of Pentacles. That is movement. That is, see the upper hand. I always say this is God's hand, or He's dropping all these ideas, all the coins into your palm. Okay, just show Spirit a little gratitude for giving you all the signs and synchronicities to move your head, move ahead on your life, and the things and equipment maybe that you need to acquire your goals, like a new laptop or something like that. It's time to also give and receive at this holiday season. So first, allow the floodgates of love and gratitude, to wash over you, because you've learned about life, and you always seem to get what you need when you give to somebody else. So it's kind of like that infinity, 8 sign, the infinity, what comes around goes around, is what I'm trying to say. So be helpful to other people. Be always, leave your what I'm trying to say is just be humble. Leave your ego at home, especially when you're trying to get a job or you're interviewing and things like that. So, and when you choose a goal for your life, think of the people that possibly can help you, or where you can go to get the information that you need. Say, like if you're choosing a new laptop, you have to do some research and look at every single laptop. 32 gigabytes, are they DDR5? Do they come in, does the memory come in 2 sticks or just 1 stick? Is 16 bytes, good? Or is 32? Now, the more, of course, is better, but you have to pay more. So you have to make up your mind how much you're willing to pay and things like that. So just like I say, always align yourself with your soul and, God and Jesus, and watch your prosperity arrive. And I'm not kidding, because I know from experience. And so the next card we have is the Three of Wands. Now it's time to be optimistic. Like I said, this whole week so far is just fantastic. It's time for you to be optimistic and allow your manifestations to come. Maybe you get a payout, and that like an inheritance or something, and that surprises the stuffing out of you, so to speak. Result. Maybe the Spirit is blessing you from all of the hard work you have done, and people in power, wealthy people are noticing your work, and they want to sponsor you. So maybe, somebody, a bigwig, a company, or just a multimillionaire, but I'm exaggerating, of course, but, somebody of great wealth and great, sway in a certain industry that you may want to go in, music industry, nursing industry, accounting industry, they seen your work, and they love your resume, and they want to give you an offer. So just enjoy it. Enjoy the fruits of your labors. We've all been struggling. We've all been doing without. And, now people are starting to pay attention to us because we mean what we say, and we live our life accordingly, So I want to actually give you a hands up, a gratitude for all the work you've done so far. And I know it. I can feel it in my bones. Everybody's been working so hard and trying to get their life back since COVID. It's been really tough. And the world world is kind of cray cray right now. So just do what you can in your own world, and hopefully the rest of the world will pay attention. Now our next card is the Chariot. Like I said, this whole week we've got some great cards. Now we all know, because this card always seems to come up in my readings, and that just tells me I'm going to get blessings and stuff like that myself. But the Chariot is fast communications, and and also you're ready as a person, male, female, doesn't matter, ready to take a leap of faith and become who you were meant to be in this world. Your willpower is so strong at this time. So don't stray away. Just stay on the mark, stay on the path that you created for yourself, and push forward, okay? And, make those decisions, without any remorse, especially about people. Do you allow people that back in that treated you, disrespected you, pushed you around, try to demean you, or say you weren't worth anything? Are you going to let them back into your life? Hell no. What you're going to do is look for people, your soul tribe, that actually claps when you accomplish something, pats you on the back and say good job. You want people to urge you to do things and become the person that you're meant to be. So choose those kind of people, okay? So if you're starting a new project, ask Spirit to bless this project, and it just takes a few minutes, and I want to say, all the effort that you've put in for the last couple of years is now paying off. And sometimes for the last couple of years, we've all had trouble, paying the bills and putting groceries on the table, and being able to pay this credit card and that credit card, but you only had so much money every month, but you managed to survive. You stood up for yourself. You say, I can only pay this amount of money. I'm sorry, but I have to keep a roof over my head, and I have kids or pets or whatever you have that you're responsible for, and you need to take care of them first. And most people, if you say it very intellectually and not, like you're just trying to throw a spinner on somebody else just to get your way, most people will say, okay, I accept your terms, and we'll just, you can pay this amount of money during each month, So I'd say, try that. Now, our next card here is the Knight of Wands, okay? Now, the Knight of Wands is, it asks you, really, and I'm trying to think of the best way to say this, ask you to use your enthusiasm and love for life right now to bring everything that you wanted for such a long time, but be humble about it, but ask Spirit for you to bring all the wishes that you've ever wanted. And I say yes. And part of that is just when you go about your day, or maybe you're outside walking, you might just say, Spirit, I'm having trouble bringing in money. I need a new job. Can you direct me and guide me to the person, place, or thing that could help me? And I tell you, watch within like 3 days or whatever, things will start happening for you. And if they don't right away, I tell you, just don't stop. You have to keep it up. I do it like once a day, and I see results right away, but I've been doing it for a while, and it all comes down to be trustworthy. So I want to leave you with my cup of coffee that I'm going to finish now, and I want to say God bless you to everyone, and I hope that this video, this week's message has helped you in some way. If you would like, I'm doing that 20% off on all of my readings, and the information is in the description box below. And if you like this, give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. And God bless you. And until next week, be at peace.